Hi, my name is Esmeralda Roman, and I'm going to be presenting on drunk driving. Before we get started, I want to define what drunk driving is. Drunk driving is the act of driving with an excessive amount of alcohol in the blood, specifically driving with a blood alcohol concentration of 0.08 or above. The statistics in the United States. In 2016, 1 million drivers were arrested for driving under the influence. 10,874 deaths resulted from someone driving drunk in 2017. Among those deaths, 68% were in crashes where the driver had a BAC of 0.15 or higher. In the image you see on the left-hand side, you'll see that about 80 times someone drives drunk before an arrest, 112 plus million episodes of drinking and driving occurred in 2016, and at the bottom you will find more information about the statistics. The trends over the decades. Drunk driving fatalities accounted for 28% of all traffic fatalities, which was a 1% decrease from 2015 to 2016. In 2016, the drunk driving fatalities declined 20% over the past decade and 50% since record-keeping of drunk driving began in 1982. Drunk driving fatalities per 100,000 population decreased by 65% since 1982. On the chart you see there, it shows the annual episodes in millions and the years. In the year 2006, we saw the most episodes at 161 million, and then it gradually decreased from there. Now the causes and risk factors. It takes about 30 minutes to 2 hours for the alcohol to be absorbed into your bloodstream. During this time, your cognitive skills may become delayed. Some risk factors include slow reaction time. How quickly you respond to situations are affected, which increases the likelihood of an accident. Lack of coordination. It can affect your motor skills such as eye, hand, and foot coordination. Concentration reduction. Attention span is reduced with drinking and reduces your concentration, which is a crucial thing to have when you're driving. Decreased vision. After drinking, visions can become blurred or uncontrollable eye movement can occur. This can affect how far you think the car ahead of you is. And inhibition of judgment, which is needed to stay alert and aware of surroundings while you're driving. On the chart, it shows that about 3 beers can affect reduced coordination and ability to track moving objects and also difficulty steering. At about 7 beers, you have serious difficulty controlling the car and focusing on driving, and that's with a BAC of 0.15%. Lastly, the prevention methods. Some strategies that the National Highway Traffic Safety has put into effect are sobriety checkpoints, which allow police to briefly check if the driver is impaired. Mass media campaigns. They spread messages about physical dangers and legal consequences of drunk driving. They also encourage people not to drink and drive and keep others from doing so. License revocation or suspension, and school-based instructional programs, which are effective at teaching teens not to ride with drunk drivers. It is also important to note that there are other ways to get home instead of having to drive drunk. For example, you can designate a driver to take you home. There are also transportation services like Uber, Lyft, or a taxi. And before you drink, it is important to plan out how you will get home to avoid a DUI. And lastly, it's important to note to never drink and drive.